Okay. Basically, as you know, we held a AGM on the 17th of June at the Namibia University of Science and Technology at NUST. And basically what we spoke about is all the issues that we had, all the matters that were still outstanding from the previous committees. And as far as you remember, for many of our members who were online, who actually attended the event at that time, we had 25 attendees. That included Mr. Victor Sibeko, who is our CEO. And then also what we actually discussed, if I can take through the matters arising, basically the minutes were confirmed and we all agreed that we that the items that were discussed were.
You're going home now? Okay.
Sorry, can I ask everybody who's online to kindly maybe. Hi everybody. Can I ask everybody in the background to just be a little bit quiet so that everybody can hear what we're talking about? Thank you very much. Basically, to matters arising, the committee had a number of activities that we were supposed to be tackling, and I'm also going to cover that in the chairperson report. One of the matters that came that we plan to do in our financial year was to establish a communication strategy and to help with planned activities. The other item was to foster better relationships with the head office. And also we wanted to strengthen communication between the head office and the Namibian chapter. The fourth one was to strengthen relationships between PRISA Namibia chapter and PRISA members. A very important item that was also very crucial to our committee was to keep the membership database up to date and on a continuous basis, and also to email members the PRISA Constitution and Code of Ethics. That was also important because many of our members, either they joined or they were previous members, they wanted to keep up to date, especially know about our Constitution and the Code of Ethics. And then another item was to encourage regular attendance to committee meeting. That was also one of the items which were lacking. I think the attendance was here and there, not always 100%, but it's something that I also will go into because we, from our side in our committee, we tried as much as possible to attend all the committee meetings. And then another one is create a PRISA Namibia newsflash newsletter. I'm also going to briefly touch on that. And encourage members to register for CBD training was also another one. The next item was to ensure that a percentage of the membership fees received by the head office was paid over to the committee. And next was to procure PRISA Namibia banners, also items that was outstanding, open a PRISA Namibia PO box, and also conduct member activities on behalf of the institution. So basically that concludes the matters that are arising. So I will just carry, sorry, pardon me. I will just carry on with the chairperson's report. And as you know, what normally happens during an AGM, this is when we run through the activities of what have been achieved by the committee. And I would like to start off by actually introducing quickly our members in case you are new on this platform. I would like to mention, they don't need to actually come on video, but I'm just going to run through the names so that you're familiar with the members of our committee. The lady who introduced the meeting is Ms. Birgit Hoffman, and she's the vice chairperson. We also have Ms. Helene Menkes, who's the vice chairperson also for PRCC. We used to have, as part of our committee, Mr. Andre Leroux, who was the secretary, but he resigned in 2019. Then we also have Ms. Samuel Leondi, who is a treasurer. Victor, Louise, is there any way you can mute the people who are speaking in the background?
I'm actually trying to do that.
Thanks, Victor.
Yeah, just muting them one by one.
Okay, perfect. Okay, can I continue? Our treasurer, his name is Samuel Leondi. Then we have the executive member. Thank you very much, Victor. Then we have the executive members, which is Maria Dax, Nelson Ashipala, Gladwin Groenewald, and also our two student representatives, Mr. Shoki Kanjimi and then Hendrina Shikalepo. Shoki Kanjimi resigned in 2020 because he moved out of town, and also Mr. Andre Leroux also had other commitments that he wanted to pursue. So these are our committee members. With regards to the items, what we have accomplished now during our year from 17th of June until to date, as you know, we had our AGM, which was on Monday, 17th June. One of the items that we wanted to accomplish, because I think one of the concerns that we received from our members was that the attendance of our head office needed to be looked into so that we have more representation of the head office at our meetings. So we accomplished that. We invited Mr. Victor Sibeko to our AGM, and he attended it. And with him, and also with his guidance, with his counsel, or let me put it that way, we had created 2 vice chairperson positions, which is also something that has never been done before. The other item that we also accomplished is ensured that positive media coverage was received once the committee was formally elected. Also, another item that we managed to do was to hold our first committee meeting within 5 days in office, which was on the 22nd of June 2019. We ensured that all committee members were paid up PRISA members. Also, one very important item that I would like to highlight is that we partnered with Emergo. We partnered with Sebas van der Bosch, who assisted PRISA Namibia to keep member database up to date, and also to create a PRISA Namibia Facebook and LinkedIn page at no cost. I can proudly confirm that we have currently on our LinkedIn page, we have currently 4,159 followers. And our page was only created on the 5th of July, 2019. And on our Facebook page, this is actually going a little bit slower. We have only 833 followers. And our Facebook page was also created on the 22nd of July. Also, another important thing that we did in order for our activities to go as smoothly as possible, we invited Mr. Victor C. Beko to be as part of our WhatsApp group, so that we can have direct access to the head office. And also, in case we have any questions with regards to our activities or anything that we needed to be done, we can always reach out to him in as quick as possible. Then we held a very successful strategy meeting. This is one of the items that tied in with coming up with a strategy. we mapped out a roadmap basically for our committee in order to make it easier for us and also to have a little bit of direction when it comes to our activities. And through all our activities that we accomplish, I'm going to mention also some of them. We have raised the profile of the institution. We revived committee activities after months of dormancy. We ensured well-attended monthly committee meetings with preset agendas and comprehensive minutes, and dedicated action plan whose implementation is closely monitored by our committee. Another thing that was also not very much put in place with maybe some of the other committees, I'm not saying all, but some, was to have clear committee roles and responsibility, which we also managed to do. Then we also created an activity calendar, compiled documentation that entail PRISA membership information for any inquiring potential members to have these documents ready and available. We normally receive a number of queries every single day with people wanting to find out who PRISA is, what we do, and it made it much easier if you have already ready-made documentation that you can easily send to the members or potential members for them to register. Also, we address all our outstanding items from previous committee, for example, bank accounts, outstanding invoices, PO box application, documentations, and banners. We also started an active communication drive with existing members. Victor, I think there's again somebody who is not muting the mic.
Okay, sorted.
Thank you very much. We started an active communication drive with existing members by means of regular informative emails and feedback. We informed members of upcoming webinars, conferences, and Namibian and South African current affairs via emails and social media. We revived perception of the image of PRISA Namibia among stakeholders. We made PRISA Namibia relevant again by actively engaging stakeholders and strengthening relationships with members of the press. Communication between the head office and members and committee was strengthened through regular emails, forwarding membership information and answering questions via email and social media. I think one of the complaints that we also received is that many of our members had to constantly email us in the past, I think with previous committees, where they didn't get any response or feedback. So we wanted to ensure that through our communication that we are always serving our members, and also to give them like a quick turnaround when it comes to answering emails, and also giving them the information they need with regards to PRISA. Another one is we conducted research by means of stakeholder engagement. We had a survey out, and we thank all our members in particular who participated in our survey. The survey actually helped us to understand what the needs are in our industry, and also to map out our activities for the coming year. Then we held a successful member engagement evening at Nedbank Namibia with speaker Dr. Mohamed Shehu. The event was attended by over 80 participants. That was one of our most successful events because we had many of our members who attended this event. They had fun, they learned about who PRISA is. We had our membership forms out, and we also engaged them until quite very late, quite late in the evening. So we even had snacks available. So this was something that we've truly enjoyed. Then another one is we conducted a training workshop, which was held at NIPAM. And this is here in Namibia for those who are not tuning in from outside Namibia. We held a media measurement workshop, and we provided all our members with certificates. And this is also one of our successful events because we had a number of our members attending, and it's always very positive and very very enlightening to see how many of our members, many of our members are actually enthusiastic and would like to uphold the profession, which is our public relations profession. Another item which I would like to highlight is we created partnerships with a number of Namibian organizations. One of them is Namibia, the other one is Emergo. Then we had the Namibia University of Science and Technology. We had a media fair there, and also a company called Cornerstone Namibia, radio station called Eagle FM, and then also the University of Namibia and the Namibian Government Institution. Those are just a number of companies that we had partnered up with, and many of our events were a success. Also, we ensured PRISA Namibia representation at NAS Media Fair, which I mentioned just now. We increased membership from just over 20 members in June in 2019 to 52 members by November 2019. However, due to COVID-19, these member applications, especially for 2020, have unfortunately again reduced. We have also attended, or me myself as a chairperson, I have attended a radio interview with Eagle FM. This is where we once again wanted to highlight, or highlighted actually who PRISA is, and made sure that many of our listeners, especially here in Namibia, could listen in and find out what public relations is all about, the challenges that we are facing, say for instance, in our industry, etc. Another one was we ensured regular presence on social media via LinkedIn and Facebook. As you know, we had COVID-19, and then we had to take all our activities mainly online. This is also where the head office became very instrumental, especially Mr. Victor Sibeko. He was always regularly sending us updates from South Africa in particular with regards to the South African state of emergency. And also we did it from our side here in Namibia. And we are very thankful to the head office for providing us, especially the guidance and especially all the material that we got with regards to our webinars that we posted on our social media pages. Then I would also like to highlight what we thought it could be also beneficial to our members. We started looking up in various at various sources, say for instance platforms where we can find out opportunities, in particular vacancies or scholarships that will interest our members, and we also posted these on LinkedIn and social media. Then we also improved presence of PRISA in all our activities, which brought with it a heightened awareness amongst professionals. We now see an increase emphasis on companies requiring PR qualification, and as well as PRISA registration as qualifying criteria and vacancy adverts for communication and public relations positions. Also, the caliber of expertise on committee was also recognized by observers. The committee started an outreach to PR consultancy. This is where our vice chairperson for PRCC was actually very instrumental and very helpful for reaching out to our PR consultancies. Then we also finalized bank account signatories, which I mentioned also before, but in particular our Bank Windhoek and then our NetBank account. We managed to email all our documents, say for instance, Constitution and Code of Ethics to our members and other documents that our members needed in order for them to find out who PRISA Namibia is. Another thing that I would like to highlight is the commitment of the committee members. This is something that I'm in particular very proud of, because we managed to have at most of our at all our meetings actually almost 100% attendance, which is something that really takes a lot of commitment, especially from our committee members. So we are happy that our committee members had so much dedication, and especially for the love of public relations. And the committee meetings, I will mention them a little bit later. We held 6 meetings overall and then 1 strategy meeting. And we wanted to also hold a meeting with the minister. However, now that was postponed due to COVID-19. And also there was a change in minister, so we had to put that on hold. Another item that we managed to do is inform members of upcoming PRISA CBD practice courses and training. This is also something the head office does very effectively. They normally send out always emails where they are informing our members about the upcoming PRISA courses. And as you know, due to COVID, that was also a little bit on hold. But however, we are excited that we are starting again with our CBD courses and training programs. And we also plan, hopefully in the future, to have many of our events taking place here in Windhoek so that our Namibian people do not need to travel constantly to South Africa. Another one, we liaise with the Namibia University of Science and Technology to have OPR communication practitioners that could actually participate in becoming part of the University Advisory Committee in 2019 and 2020. This was also finalized. It wasn't done through us. We were just the facilitating body. And NUST, the University of Science and Technology, is actually the one who chose the people that they wanted to for the advisory committee for 2019 and 2020. Then another one, we ensured engagement with Namibia University of Science and Technology students. And we also have currently many of our members or students who are joining us live today. I will also touch on that briefly later on. And we also crafted a student engagement plan for our student, and all our two student representatives, Shoki and then also Hendrina, were very instrumental in putting this engagement plan together. So we were very fortunate to have both of them on our team. Then we sorted out the status of student representatives. I think there was also a little bit of confusion whether the student representatives form part of the executive committee. We can proudly confirm that the student representatives are executive committee members and they form part of the executive committee. And the last one was I as a chairperson, represented PRISA Namibia at the research colloquium, which was held in Johannesburg in October 2019. That was also a huge success, and I really enjoyed coming to South Africa and also seeing what research, especially within the public relations sphere, which were our public relations practitioner have put together, and what we also can learn from. And I hope that in the future, more and more research will be produced, especially within us as public relations practitioner, that many of our members, and as well as, say, for instance, potential member in other industry and in other industries, and can actually benefit from. Okay, basically that was with regards to our achievements. Now I'm going to take you quickly through the meetings that we held. We held one AGM, which is now this one, and then we had 6 committee meetings. Then we had a special general meetings, which was one where we mapped out our strategy. And then the meeting that I already highlighted, which was supposed to be the meeting with the minister, that was postponed due to COVID-19 and also changes in the minister. Then I would also like to highlight that due to COVID-19, unfortunately, our AGM could not be held within the stated time of constitution that was normally supposed to be by March, April. But however, we are so fortunate that we can hold our committee or our AGM right now. Then the last item on my report is basically the financial report. Unfortunately, our treasurer, his name is Samuel, our treasurer, Samuel Linyondi, could not be here today. So I'm going to quickly run through. And unfortunately, I'm not a financial accountant, but I'm going to give you a report as based on what I have in front of me right now. During the year under review, the opening and closing balance that we started off, say, for instance, we have 2 banks, by the way. One is Bank Windhoek and the other one is Nedbank. And in Bank Windhoek's account, we started off with 8,243.86 cents. And by the closing, and that was in January 2019. And by the time we closed the balance on the 31st of August 2020, we had 4,439.19 cents. And in our Nedbank account, we had 11,836.31 cents in January 2019. And currently we have 12,409.13 cents by the end of 31st August. What I need to also highlight is PRISA Namibia received $7,166,000.30 income from local individual companies who attended PRISA Namibia workshops. The total revenue received was utilized for the committee's projects and administrative costs, and the income was raised solely through the efforts of the committee. A copy of the approved financial statements for the year ended 31st August of the committee any member can actually send us an email if they want to scrutinize the document, and they are readily available to everyone. Okay, now, before I close off, I just wanted to quickly give a vote of thanks just briefly. I think Birgit will do an overall vote of thanks at the end of once we are done with the entire AGM. But I just wanted to thank, on behalf of PRISA Namibia, I first of all would like to extend our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to the head office, and especially our outgoing PRISA President, Dr. Dalian Rene Beneke, and PRISA CEO, Mr. Victor Sibeko, and also PRISA staff, Ms. Louisa Struvish, Ms. Lindiwe Majola, Ms. Claudia Breton, and also Ms. Anna Jordan. We are deeply grateful for the exemplary leadership that you have demonstrated during the year. And also we are very thankful for your continued support that we have received as a committee. In particular, thank you, Mr. Sibeko, for pushing us an extra mile and taking the lead, especially during COVID-19. Truly, you are an agent of change, and it has been an absolute pleasure working for PRISA and with PRISA. Secondly, I would like to say thank you to my team, the executive committee members. Your commitment and professionalism that you have shown over the past year was and will always be commendable. The quality of work that has gone into preparing for our committee meetings, our member events, and even today's meeting is greatly appreciated. You have certainly set a new benchmark for excellence. Thank you, because I could not have done this without you, and I'm proud of every single one of you. Thirdly, I would like to thank our members who, despite all odds, have not given up on us. It's always wonderful to witness the enthusiasm among our practitioners, and also the hunger and thirst for everything public relations. The way you spurred us on via email, text messages, and even on social media means the world to us. Fourthly, a special hello and thank you goes out to Dr. Pride, who is the Senior Lecturer for Journalism and Media Technology at the Namibia University of Science and Technology. Dr. Pride has taught me in corporate public relations class, and he's also teaching currently a number of other students who are doing the journalism and media ethics courses. He has accomplished a number of things, especially in public relations, and has won a lot of accolades. I think one day, hopefully, we can have him on our platform where he can tell us all his wonderful accomplishments. But I just wanted to thank Dr. Pride, especially for speaking to NAS students about the importance of public relations, especially also for teaching them that belonging to a professional body like PRISA is something that all students should aspire to. I know your students are currently listening to us, so please convey our gratitude as PRISA to all our students. Finally, I take this moment also to thank our potential members, active and active fans on social media, especially for the love and support. I've seen how many of you have always shared our content via social media, so I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Let me conclude by saying that today's meeting is a testimony that PRISA is living by its values, and as well as open communication. We all owe you, especially our head office, an immense depth of gratitude for your outstanding leadership of this institution, and to your staff for your commitment, professionalism, and leadership you have shown in making sure that we conduct public relations in our country, here in Namibia, in a manner that ensure that this institution stand out as a beacon of professionalism and excellence at a time when this is really needed. Thank you very much, not just on behalf of our executive committee, but also on behalf of our members. So I hand it over to Birgit Hoffmann.
Yes.
Thank you, Birgit. Over to you.
Okay, thanks. Oh, can nobody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Unmute. I don't know how I got unmuted. Are we not voting for a new committee?
Yes, we are. Ms. Dax, are you ready? Ms. Dax is sitting here with me, so I will just pass it on to her. Ms. Dax, you can use my phone.
Thank you very much. Now, one of the important items on the agenda is now to elect a new committee. We have sent out the nomination forms, and we had quite a good response for people who volunteered to serve on the committee. We have got positions like chairperson, vice chairperson, honorary secretary, executive member, okay, 3 executive members, and the student chapter representative. We have so far received nominations, 2 nominations actually, for chairperson coming from Aili Hanguna Paulino and Gladwin Groenewald. And then for the vice chairperson, we received the nomination of Dan Kamati. For honorary secretary, we didn't receive any nomination. For executive members, we have got Cecilia Ita, Victoria Muranda, and Frida Abrams. And no nomination for PRISA student chapter representative. I guess we have to go over to sort of vote. How do we do that? Okay, we have got 2 nominations of chairperson, Aili Hanguna Paulino and Gladwin Groenewald. Now we have to vote. How do we vote?
What we can do is
Showing of hands or what?
What we can do is actually we can vote by showing of hands. If it's not possible, maybe one-on-one, we can just maybe say, put on your video and then just put your hands up quickly, just for us to know how many people confirm.
Yes, it's now, we have got 2 candidates, Aili Hanguna Paulino and Gladwin Groenewald. Can you show hands for Aili Hanguna Paulino?
Victor? There's one, Linus Lamia.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Can you see everybody who has raised their hands? Because I see Linus Lamia is there.
Yeah, well, not everybody, I doubt if everybody will be able to switch on their videos. Perhaps if they were to put their names on the chat.
Yeah, or even their hands. I see people are putting up their hands. I think putting up hands will also work. I have 2 nominations. I have 2 nominations at the moment. One is Linus Lamia and the other one is Rochelle Cornelius.
Okay.
Is there anybody else who would like to put up their hand? Is it now for Aili Hangula?
For Aili Hangula, yes.
Okay, I have Elia Paulus also.
You have Birgit.
Birgit is also putting up her hand.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else who for Aili Hangula Paulino? Is Aili online, by the way, so that we can see how, for those people who would like to see how she looks like? Aili, are you online? No. Okay. So currently we have.
I saw her. I think I saw her name there. I should say that
Aili Hangula, yes, I can say. Yes, she is here. There you go, with glasses on. Yeah.
Aili Hanguna is one of the veteran PR practitioners. with more than probably 20 years experience in the field. And when she said she will stand, I was quite impressed, you know, and very happy that she offered, you know, to stand.
So currently we have 5 nominations.
So we have got
And one.
5 votes.
Oh, together with Birgit.
Okay, 6 votes for Annie Hanguna. And then
Sorry, can you repeat?
Sorry, you were breaking up. Can you just kindly repeat yourself?
I'm asking if you could repeat.
We still didn't hear you.
I was asking for the candidates. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Names of the
The candidate's name is Aili Hangula Paulino is one, and then the other one is Gladwin Groenewald, but we only started with Aili Hangula and Paulino, and she received 6 nominations. Would you like to add something?
Okay, and then we move on.
The lady wanted to say something.
Or do you want to say something? Sorry.
No, I just didn't get the second person's name. That's why.
Oh,
I just
wow.
wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Yes, thank
The
you.
second person's name is Gladwin Groenewald. Gladwin is one of also of a veteran PR practitioners, quite successful, lot of years of experience working currently for NamPower. And Gladwin has been also on the previous committee, and he has done very, very well. So I'm asking you to put up your hands for Gladwin Groenewald. Just remember that you can only vote once for the position of chairperson. Any hands up for Gladwin Groenewald?
Yes, we have Hendrina Shikalepo for Gladwin.
Who is by PRISA Namibia.
We also have Erica Kambonde.
More hands for Gladwin Groenewald. Gladwin is also online. I think I've seen him. Am I right? Gladwin, are you there?
Yes, she is, Madam Dax.
Yes,
Good.
Madam.
He is.
I'm online, yeah.
Thank you.
Any other hands for Gladwin?
I see James. I see Ailey. Who else?
Okay, then there was Hendrina, and then also the other lady, Erica Kambonde. It's Hendrina, Erica Kambonde, James, and then who else did you mention? Mr. CEO?
And Ailey.
And Aili.
Yeah.
So in other, we have 4. Is it 4 or 5?
It's 5.
5. Perfect. We can then move on unless there's anybody else who wants to pick up his hand or his.
Fine. And then we move over. So here, Aili Hanguna Paulino got the overwhelming number of votes. And then we move over to the vice chairperson. We received one nomination of Dan Kamati. Is Dan Kamati on the line? Is he here? Dan Kamati, show yourself. And he was actually the only contestant
For vice chairperson.
for the vice chairperson. Mind you, are the nominations on the floor for vice chairperson? So we have got only one candidate.
Just ask again.
Do we have any other nomination for vice chairperson besides Ben Kamati? Okay, then you are left with one nomination, which is Den Kamati then, for vice chairperson. For secretary, we did not get any nomination. Can we get nominations from the floor for the honorary secretary? It's a very important portfolio, that one. It's sort of somebody who keeps things together, making sure that people attend meetings, taking minutes, etc. Very important. Any nomination from the floor for honorary secretary? Nothing.
Madam,
Yes.
are we allowed to nominate somebody who was nominated? Because I would like to nominate Gladwin for the secretary position.
You would like to nominate Gladwin for
the
for
secretary position, yes.
Okay. We have now to ask permission from him. Gladwin, will you stand for the honorary secretary's position?
Unfortunately, I will have to decline.
You will decline.
Mm.
Okay. Any other nomination for honorary secretary?
Elia Paulus.
Elia Paulus, that's right.
Elia Paulus, you can go ahead. I see your hand up.
I would like to nominate Captain James Jacobus.
Kindly repeat yourself.
I would like to nominate James Captain.
We still didn't hear you. You would like to nominate who?
Captain James.
Captain John.
Sorry, he wants to nominate me. No, he wants to nominate me, but I will have to decline it.
Okay.
Yes, but I have to decline it.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Yes.
Oh, he cannot hear me. Okay, so you're declining. Okay, is anybody else?
It's James. Sorry.
Oh, James.
Yes.
Thank you very much, James.
So you're declining.
Yes, I'm declining.
Okay, thank you
very much. And then we have got 3 nominations for executive member: Cecilia Ita, Victoria Muranda, and Frida Abram. We have got actually 3 positions for executive member, and we have got 3 nominations. Would you mind if we confirm these people as executive members on the committee? Cecilia Ita, Victoria Muranda, and Frida Abram. 3 people, 3 positions. Any objection to that? That we simply just accept them as a candidate? No objection.
Okay, then we just move on.
Then we have got PRISA student chapter representative. Mind you, Hendrina, are you standing for PRISA students chapter representative? Hendrina? Hendrina was the representative before. Hendrina, are you there?
Let's continue.
Can we get nominations from the floor, from students, somebody who is to represent students' affairs on the committee? Any
Yes.
nomination?
There's a hand up, Linus Lamnia.
Linus, would you like to be nominated or you want to nominate somebody?
I would
to be
like
a
to be
member.
nominated, ma'am.
Fantastic. Your name?
Linus Lamia.
Linus Lamnia.
Okay. Any person who has an objection against Linus Lamia to be the PRISA student chapter representative?
Sorry, I want to ask a question.
Yes.
Can you please repeat, because I was having a connection problem here.
Okay, not a problem. We will repeat that. Victor, can you kindly help us again with muting some of the mics, please?
Certainly, I'm handing them down.
There's a child in the background.
Mute the baby.
Okay, done.
Thank you very much. Apparently, just repeat what you said about the student representative.
Okay, we did not receive anybody for PRISA students representative. Now we got the Linus, I forgot the surname. Lamia volunteering to come on the committee as a student representative. Any objection to that?
Is it only one student that is allowed, ma'am?
No, we have 2 vacancies actually. Thanks for helping me.
Okay, I will also like to volunteer for that position.
Okay,
as
your
a
name?
Student. It's Captain.
Captain.
On the platform, it's James.
Okay, we will just put down James at the moment. James, Captain. Okay, perfect. So basically, we have now 2 names. One is Linus or Linus, and then the other one is James.
And we don't need to vote because we have got just 2. We have got just 2 vacancies there for student representative.
Unless somebody else wants to.
Unless there's another person who wants to join to become a student representative.
I would like to volunteer.
Oh, fantastic. Your name, ma'am?
Elizabeth.
Good.
And your surname?
Eleni.
Eleni.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I would propose that we confirm the 3 of you as student representatives. Any objection to that?
I too would like to be nominated, ma'am.
Aha. The name?
Leticia Petrus.
Leticia Petrus. You also a student, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very happy to see students volunteering because we really need you. We really need you. We need to recruit members from universities and colleges to be members of PRISA. I feel like taking the 4 of you. Is it 4?
I'd also like to volunteer, ma'am.
Wow. Okay, a student?
Me, I would like to volunteer.
Also,
if I may ask, what is the criteria?
Okay, you must be in the profession in PRISA.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. Could you kindly repeat that?
You should be a student, and then you must have an interest in PRISA, and also you must have an interest in other students also joining PRISA. we will organize activities for students, and then you'll be sort of leading us to make sure that, you know, we work with students. You sort of help us liaise with the students.
Amanda.
Do you hear me?
Excuse me. Thank you for the clarity.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I would like to
I'd like
nominate
to
Julia
nominate-
Hater, please.
Hi, everybody. Can I please have one person at a time, and everybody needs to pick up their hand, and then we can go through, because somebody was speaking and
sorry, can
then
I ask
somebody
a
else
question
came in
again?
between. Okay, I have one hand which is up. Jokani Oliveira, can we hear from you?
Yes, I would like to nominate Julia Hater, please.
Julia Hater. Thank you very much. And is there somebody else?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I start off with, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Can I speak to Nikki Munjandi?
Okay, I'm Nikki Munyandi, ma'am.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes, I'd also like to be nominated.
Okay, Nikki. It seems like our students are, I think we're only gonna take two more and then we need to move on. There's only Julia, and then we have James, who also has his hand up. And then unfortunately we need to move on, hey? So Nikki Munyandi, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And I think we can end there with the nominations.
There's no Julia in there.
There is also more.
Julia, can you kindly speak quickly, and then we can, after you.
All right, ma'am. I just wanted to nominate Yokani Oliveira as well.
Yokani Oliveira?
Yes.
Yeah, Yokani Oliveira. Thank you very much. And one last person, and then we call it a day. Julia.
Sorry. I just want to ask something, please.
Yes.
Can you please repeat, because I'm having a connection issue.
You're having connection issues. We were trying to, we had a couple of our students who picked up their hands to be nominated to become student chapter representatives. And if you would like to be nominated or you have somebody in mind, you can give us their names and then we will vote. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. Do you have anybody in mind? Because we don't have so much time. I think if we can just wrap it up a bit.
No, not for now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, that ends it. We have now Linus, we have James, we have Elizabeth Ileni, we have Leticia Petrus, we have Julia Hater, Nikki Munyandi, and Jokani Oliveira. Those are our candidates for the student chapter representative, and I hand it over again to Ms. Ducks.
Yes, I would think that 3 students would do. Maybe we can start voting. The 3 people having the highest votes will be serving on the committee. Okay, I can't read.
It's fine. I think let's start off with Linus. Is anybody, can I have, first of all the hands down? I see a number of hands are up. Can you kindly put your hands down? Erica Kombonde, you too? Okay. Can we start with Linus? Who wants to nominate Linus?
To vote.
To vote for Linus. Anybody for Linus? I have somebody with initial SN, then there is Lazarus, then there's Helena Johannes. Is there anybody else who's interested, who would like to vote for Linus? Okay, currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7 nominations for Linus. And the names are SN, Lazarus, Helena Johannes, Nikki Munyandi, Rochelle Cornelis, and Magdalena. Those are the people that put up the names. Okay, perfect.
And you can only vote for one person. Okay, we go to the next one.
The next person is James.
Who want to vote for James? You can only vote in one person.
Anybody for James? Currently, I have 3 hands up. Is there somebody who wants to vote for James?
Okay, we have got 3.
Now it's only 2.
2 hands up for James.
Magdalena and Elia Paulus have put up their hands. Anybody else for James?
Okay, next.
Okay, we leave it at 2. The next person is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, anybody for Elizabeth? Kindly put up your hand. Anybody who wants to vote for Elizabeth? Okay, 0 nomination. The next person is Letitia. Can I see your hands up for Letitia?
You can also vote for yourself.
Alina Lisa Muleka and Raquel. And then also Letitia Petrus, 3 nominations. Do I have any other hand to vote for Letitia? Okay, now we have 4. Anybody else? Okay, 4 it is.
We move on.
The next person is Julia Haita. Anybody for Julia Haita? You can put down your hands and then raise them up for Julia Haita. Okay, currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the numbers keep on growing and decreasing. Let me start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently I have 5. 5 nominations for Julia Haita. Okay, we move on. The next person is Nikki Munyandi. Can I have your hands up for Nikki Munyandi? I have 2 hands up. Anybody else? Nikki Munyandi? Okay. Any other hands? Oh, the numbers keep on rising. Okay. Keep your hands up until I finish counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 hands for Nikki Munyandi. Is there anybody else? Sorry, did somebody want to come in?
Yeah,
I'd like to change. Sorry.
You want to change your vote?
Yes, I'd like to change my vote. My apologies. I thought we would be voting for 3 people.
We are voting for 3 people, but we need to take the one with the highest number because we have more than 3 people at the moment.
No, okay. My understanding is that you vote for only 1 candidate. But initially I thought we'd be voting for 3 candidates.
Okay, you want to change your vote too?
Yokani, please.
Okay, Yukani hasn't been named yet. Which person did you vote for when you picked up your hand, and which person did you allocate your vote to so that I can remove 1 point there and then you wait for Yukandi Oliveira?
I voted for Linus. Sorry, Linus.
For Linus, okay. So that's gonna decrease to 6 points instead of 7. Okay. Perfect, thank you very much. Next. Okay, the final person is Jokani Oliveira. Can I see your hands? Who would like to vote for Yokani Oliveira? Okay, I have 3 hands. Can I see any other hands, or is it only 3?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I only have 3 nominations.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
sorry, Madam Chair. Did you count Mr. Mutambo? I
No.
think he does not have a feature. He's got his hand up physically.
Oh, physically, I can't even see because we are only looking at the people
He's on the
with their
second.
hands up.
He's on the second screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, it's 4 people that are voting for Yokani Oliveira.
Yeah.
Can you see anybody else?
No, that's all.
Thank you very much.
Now we're going to read the 3 names with the highest vote. I can't see.
Don't worry. Let me just take you through.
Okay. Just reconciling them now.
I don't know.
And then this person. Okay. I think we have the highest numbers. Okay, perfect. So for the student chapter representatives, we have 3 candidates with the highest numbers. One of them is Linus. The other person, Linus has 6 votes. Then we have Julia Hayter, who has 5 points. And also we have Nikki Munyandi, who has 7 votes. So those are the 3 nominated candidates. So I would like to say thank you very much for all the other candidates who have put up their hands. James Captain received 2 points. Elizabeth Ileni received 0 points. Letitia Petros received 4. And then Yokani Oliveira received 4 as well. So thank you very much. I think that will now conclude our voting. And I think Ms. Dax, you can just run through whoever has been elected just to give us another update.
Okay. I'd like to make a concession here. Last year we had 2 vice chairpersons. One for the consultancy chapter and the other one for PRISA members, ordinary PRISA members. Gladwin, do you mind to take up a position of a vice chairperson, say for consultancy chapter?
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you. I can see you
Yeah.
also. Hi.
I'm driving. Yeah. It's fine. I'm up for it. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Because I would be sad to let you not be on the committee, because you are really a very innovative person, very hardworking, coming up with ideas. I'm very happy, that you volunteered. Now, the committee members are as follows. The chairperson is Aili Hanguna Paulino. Yeah, you can't you can't make Omake here. But I just want to congratulate Aili as the new chairperson of PRISA. And then you have got 2 vice chairpersons, Dan Kamati for ordinary members and Gladwin for the consultancy chapter. Secretary, the position of secretary is vacant. I guess once the committee sit down, they will have to see how they can fill that position. And then 3 executive members, Cecilia Ita, Victoria Muranda, and Frida Abram. And then you have got the students, the student representatives.
It's Linus.
Linus, can see.
Let me take it over.
Yeah.
We have student representatives. This is Linus. Linus is the first person. Then we have Julia Hayter, second person, and also Nikki Muyandi. Those are the 3 candidates that we have. Congratulations, and You will gladly enjoy it as student representatives. We are so proud of you, our students at the various universities.
To the students who did not make it, we will still be using you. When we are going to organize activities for students, we would keep your names and then contact you when we organize events. Thank you very much.
Nagisa Vice Chairperson and Bart particular.
Come to jalan. So I could present the agency.
Victor, I think we need again mics muted until we finish off. We are almost done.
Thank you.
Victor?
Okay, done.
Okay, Victor, I think we will hand it over then to you for the remarks.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, sure. What a day! What a day! What a day! I am lost for words. I am lost for words because what is happening now is something that I did not really expect to see it happen so soon. But to see the committee step down in only 1 year. But all I can say is that I'm very humbled by the fact that the committee was not greedy to say they'll run for 2 years. You've run for a year, but the amount of work you've done is like you've run for 5 or 10 years. On behalf of PRISA, I am really proud to have worked with you. And this AGM took long to happen. It is so true that you leave the best for last. Your achievement is worth nothing else but me expressing a humble word of congratulations. Look at this beautiful screen that I am marveling at. The attendance is amazing. At some stage, we had 44 delegates or PRISA members attend this event. On this note, I would like to congratulate the 2019-2020 committee. You have outdone yourself, especially under your leadership, Liz, with the able support of Madam Maria Dax and your committee that worked tirelessly to make things happen. I know when you started, you were more like a slave driver, and it was very difficult for the committee members to cope with with your energy, because it is energy and positive energy that makes things happen. So my quick reflections for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is that I really commend the committee of 2019-2020. I look forward to the 2020-2021 committee, which by right, it's premature. It came earlier, but be that as it may, coming earlier, I hope it is going to take the best lessons and the best practices from you and do even twice more than what you did. I am very proud to also realize that what I prayed for and what I preached for a unique PRISA Namibia, that happened. You led, Liz. The committee was there to assist. The members were there to partake, and you produced a unique PRISA Namibia. You carried the mandate very well. The numbers speak for themselves. To see a Facebook page with 833 members and the following, and the life and the activities that are happening is amazing. To see the LinkedIn, the real important space where we play in as professionals, with members almost over 4,000, it is heartwarming. You have carried your roles and responsibilities in such an amazing manner, and big up to all of you. The plans were in place. You discussed the plans. You had endless meetings. I remember trying to find venues and with the support of your committee members, not that I am going to single everybody out, but thinking of the few members that were very active in making things happen, you did it. Your interventions with the invitation of the doctor who spoke at your first event was quite a resounding success. Your member updates, reaching out to members, talking to members, and keeping them abreast of what is happening in the profession, and made it a real unique PRISA Namibia. The communication that you embarked on, you truly resembled a true public relation and communication management profession loaded with professionals with good expertise. So I'm very proud of you, and I'm most humbled to see this. And this is one of the best model that I'm going to take and report at the board to say this is what we call a PRISA chapter. I've got very interesting suggestions, recommendations that we will bring through to Namibia. And I cannot wait for an opportunity where I can sit it under one roof and talk to the entire committee, injecting that energy that I came with. I know I came with a very, very, very big injection, loaded with energy when I met with you at the university. So I'm looking forward to doing exactly the same with the team. And we are building legacy here. And this legacy should be in our lifetime to say, what is it that we've done for the profession? And as we do this, we also need to realize as to who we really are. And as a professional body, let us be reminded that ours is to be the source and the voice of excellence that leads the broader communication industry through continuous development and effective strategic collaborations. It's all about collaborations. It's all about working together. It's all about joining forces. It's all about putting together all the resources to achieve what we need to achieve and live up to the mission and the goal, that picture that we have, that we've painted, that we want to be the foremost member body for the communication industry and promote excellence for the benefit of communication and business in Southern Africa. That's what we need to strive for as a professional body. During COVID-19, much as it came with ups and downs, but one big thing that it came up with was it gave us an opportunity to establish a unique Southern African profession, Southern African collaboration, where we've managed to pool 11 SADC regions out of the 15 official regions. And I am very excited that Ms. Liz Tashiya, the chairperson of PRISA Namibia, sat in that network group with all the leaders within SADC. I really am looking forward to getting the new chairperson added onto the group and carry out the conversations that we carry out in that platform. So ours to make it work, we've got few things that we need to achieve. And some of those things that we need to achieve are the strategic objectives of PRISA, that we have to ensure that the professional communication is valued. We remain grounded, we remain professional in whatever we do. And what makes us a good professional body, we must never ever at any given time forget that we have to consult with members. PRISA is about members. PRISA is a professional membership body. As such, we have to make PRISA the de facto accredited body where everybody else can look up to and say, I would like to belong. I'm excited to hear how the students want to be part of the professional body. And that's exactly the legacy that we need to start creating and create it now in our lifetime. And as we do that, you were part of the research colloquium in South Africa when we invited you. So what we need to do continuously is to deliver research based on thought leadership. Who are we? What are we doing? What are the best practices? What is happening in and around us? Let us pick up those things. Let's talk about them. Let's put them out there. Let's strip them. Let's unpack them. Let's see what are the best practices. What is it that we can do, even do far better than what we're supposed to be doing as professionals. So furthermore, we have to encourage and facilitate skills development. And pity COVID happened. We would have done quite a lot. And thanks to members like Bigit who were available to assist in starting the trainings. Thanks to Maria Dax Stalwart in Namibia, who was prepared to start the training in Namibia. Let 2021 come in. let us start planning for 2021. We would like to see a lot of more activities happening in Namibia. And we can only do that when we collaborate with other strategic organizations ahead of the relationships that we formed. And that's the way to go. We cannot just operate on our own. We are a professional body. At the same time, as we do that, we need to be able to celebrate with other professional organizations and make our profession a real force to be reckoned with. Regional structures to the new committee has got roles and responsibility. The PRISA Namibia regional structure is an extension of PRISA benefits. So we need to make sure that we don't appear to be smart and sound like Americans and start saying it's about what you can do for PRISA than what PRISA can do for you. I am saying this and I always say it and I'm still insist. Members pay membership fee. As PRISA, we need to deliver the services and the benefits of members. And the first port of call is we need to ensure that members get proper professional development through various programs that we run. And secondly, the project that I would like us to take through this next year is progression. We need to say to members, who are you? Where are you? Are you a student? Are you a public relations practitioner? Are you a chartered public relations practitioner? We can assist you. You can also become like Ms. Maria Dax. You can become an APR. Let us help you through progression. Let's help you build your skills and get the necessary expertise so that you eventually have that deserving professional designation which you can proudly put behind your name. So to the committee members that have been elected today, in my almost closure, is that this gives you an exposure to the running of the organization. Secondly, never ever cease to be part of the networks that are meaningful, that are creating good opportunities. The most important thing that is come in is that we would like to see succession. Madam Lees has been the chairperson of Namibia. Madam Lee's space, the next step, Madam Lees, I would like you to see you serving somewhere on the national body structures. And after serving in the national body structures, I would like to see you becoming a PRISA president. And if members believe in you and PRISA members have confidence in you, we would like to have you as a PRISA president. Nothing stops PRISA from having a president in Namibia, in Botswana, in Zimbabwe, in Eswatini, because we are a Southern African body. And when you finish serving at PRISA as a PRISA president, we would like to see you serving at the African Public Relations Association, the continental body. And when you finish the continental body, we would like to see you serving at GA, the Global Alliance. That's the type of succession and that's the type of dream that I have for all practitioners that serve PRISA, because in one way or the other, we have to acknowledge you. We have to thank you. We have to add on to your career to say, this is what you've done. And this forms part of their leadership development. So to the committee, I think I will have to make time. Either the committee will convene a meeting where Madam Louise and I and Liz and Maria, I would like to have you as part of this. Let us do an induction. Let's induct the committee on what is it that they expect is expected of them. Tell them about that they need plans, they need to run workshops, they need to run seminars, they need to look into training, and then they have to account for every cent that they have raised, because as an organization, we're using members' money. We need to account where did that money go, and where is the rest of the money. And lastly, we need reports as to what has happened. And thanks, Liz and your committee, for a sterling report that you submitted. So as you run these events, you keep a register, because we need the names of the people that have attended various events, because those events carry continuous professional development points, which goes towards attainment of their professional designations. Lastly, PRISA has awards, many awards. And one of those awards is the Region of the Year Award. If this was not COVID, I tell you what, I would have gone straight to the board and said to the board, Namibia deserves the Region of the Year Award. You've done very well. Over and above that, PRISA has the PRISM Awards, which I would also like to engage the team in Namibia to see how soon can you start mobilizing the agencies and bringing them to party in terms of realizing what is it that need to be done. With this, I am so happy and I'm so proud, I'm so fulfilled, and I'm glad I took that trip to come to Namibia and meet you and talk to you. The work has begun. Madam President, Madam Chair Liz and the committee has set the tone. To the new committee, you can do it. Nothing is impossible. Thank you so much. Very proud of you. May the good Almighty bless and keep you and can give you all the wisdom you need in the world. Thanks.
Birgit?
Hey, how can I top that? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our AGM. And after all has been said and done, I think I want to thank each and every one of you for your participation today, for your commitment to PRISA, and for everything that has been done by the committee, in particular by our chairperson, Liz Tashiya, who really managed the show very well and made sure all of us committee members are accountable and deliver on time and on brief. And I think what you've heard today is that it was really successful. Liz had a very extensive feedback to all of us, highlighting what we have done. And I'm quite sure that there's not a single person that listened to it that wouldn't say, yes, it was a job well done. To the incoming committee, Aili Hangula Paulino and her new team, from our side, from the outgoing committee, we wish you all the best. I am sure that you will have a very rewarding and interesting time. The interesting part will happen when you start meeting, and which is currently with our COVID regulations actually possible. So we wish you all the best. We wish you a very successful tenure, and may you be able to grow from the foundation that we have and lift PRISA to greater heights. In terms of vote of thanks, I think all has been covered by Liz. I'd like to say all protocols observed in that regard. And I'd like to thank all of you that have taken the time this evening to join us. And I look forward to seeing you at some of the future social events of PRISA. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you very much, Birgit. Victor, thank you very much.
Thank Madam Liz. Before you close, I would like to, through you, invite all Namibia PRISA members to the measurement month on the 11th of November. It will be an online event. We will send the link and we'll also send it to you, then you can put it on the Namibia page. We've got new ways of measuring success and performance and programs and campaigns, and this will be done in conjunction with AMEC, the specialist on measurement. On the 11th of August, starting at 11th of November, starting at 10 till 3 o'clock. Please, it will be quite a great pleasure and honor to have you attend the event. Okay, and to the new committee, Liz knows the drill. She will take you through that. We would like to have all your names, the company you work for. We'd also like to have your boss's name and the name of the company and the address. We would like to write letters first to you to thank you for accepting to be part of the committee of PRISA. Secondly, write a letter to your boss congratulating you for having been nominated to serve as a PRISA executive member. We're doing this purposely so that when there are interventions or programs or activities where we would like to bring you to South Africa or we would like you to attend to certain programs, you are able to do so. Madame Louise will be the one that will be dealing with you. She is responsible for special projects based at head office in Johannesburg. Thank you so much, Liz.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Victor.
Thank you.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Let's do it again next year, March, I think when the next AGM is going to be. Thank you very much for attending our AGM. Bye. And have a nice evening.
Likewise, thank you.